now that I'm sitting in front of my camera, I don't really know what to say, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so this video is not clickbait, and now that I'm sitting down to film it, it's kind of hard to express what I'm feeling, so I might pull a Hannah B on this and talk a little slow while I get my thoughts together. But yes, POPco is closing its doors. I was gonna wait to film this and post it on September 1st, since that's our 4-year anniversary, but honestly, I need this chapter of my life closed, I think is ultimately what I need. And I think if you've been following me for a while, this won't be that surprising. I have struggled, I think, to fall back in love with my shop for the past year or so. Probably like since I probably haven't loved my shop as much as I should have since 2017. And it's been hard for me to keep going, but it's been hard for me to admit that I just needed to stop because we were relying on it so much. But over the past few months, I think I've just realized that it's really affecting me more negatively than it is affecting us positively, even when it comes to income. So I opened my shop in 2015 and I loved my shop. I loved doing it. I was living in Canada. I had no friends. I was in a new city, and it was perfect because I made so many amazing friends. It really supported us all of these years, and it was really perfect, and I loved my shop. But over the years, I think kind of the curtain was kind of lifted a little bit, and I think over the past few months I've really looked at the life that I've built and my day-to-day life, not the life that I've built, but the day-to-day life that I had created for myself. And I really started looking at it more objectively and kind of looking at it in a little bit more, I guess, with clearer glasses on. And I realized that it just wasn't really, it wasn't the day-to-day life that I wanted to be living. I had always said way back in 2015 when I quit my Yahoo job that I didn't want to be that person that was living to work. I wanted to work to live, but I didn't want to live to work. I didn't want to work in a job that I resented or that I didn't enjoy just because I needed the money. And I know that probably sounds like a very privileged statement, but I just didn't want that to be my life. And I know it's always not possible, like, to just kind of be like, well, I don't like this job, so I'm gonna quit or whatever. But I knew that I just didn't want that for my life. And I think when I got pregnant, I really tried to cling hard to POPco and to this entrepreneurship lifestyle because it's the dream. For a lot of women, it's the dream to stay home. It's the dream to run your own business. And for a lot of women, that works for a lot of people. And I'm not putting shade on anybody. I'm not saying this is a terrible job. I'm just saying for me, this didn't work. But I really tried to cling to POPco and cling to this like working from home lifestyle because I was having a baby and I should want to be home with my baby all the time. And if I worked from home, I could spend so much more time with him and be there for everything and not miss anything. And over the past 10 months, like, honestly, like, why is this making me emotional? But over the past 10 months, I feel like it's been the complete opposite. I feel like, if I'm being perfectly honest, I feel like my shop almost made me resent being a mom because I couldn't work as hard, I couldn't make as much money, and I couldn't do it all. And I was missing a lot. I was missing weekends with my family because I couldn't work as hard during the week because Gary was working. I mean, I had my mom and she's been so amazing, and she's still so amazing. Like, she still helps us out a lot, but I was missing out on a lot, and it just wasn't what I expected. And I didn't want to be that mom that person, like, I don't want to generalize because I don't want to insult anyone, but I didn't want to be that person that would stay up until 4 in the morning and then be exhausted throughout the day and not be able to play with their kids. I just didn't want that for me, and I knew that's just, it wasn't going to work for me because I love my sleep. But I just started to really look at it and realize that this wasn't the freedom that I wanted. And in fact, I think having a traditional job was the freedom that I wanted, because yes, I do have to go into work every day, but when I'm in work, I'm in work, and when I'm home, I'm home. I don't have to worry about anything. I can spend time with Franklin and Gary and my family, and that is it. Like, that's all I have to worry about. And POPco just became this kind of weight on my chest. And yeah, I don't really know how else to explain it other than that. But I think with how the market's changed too, it's also been a big struggle for me, because I got really lucky when I opened my shop, and I have a video coming out of 5 things that I would do differently in my business, and that's going to come out next week, which might seem weird, but I still think all of those reasons are true. But in that video, I said I got really lucky, and I feel like a lot of shops that opened up in 2015, 2014, I would say mostly 2015, I think a lot of those shops got really lucky with how incredible the community was and how explosive the community was and how quickly we were able to support ourselves with our sticker shops. And even then, I would stay up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I would work non-stop on my shop. And as the market changed and as it became a lot more saturated, I just couldn't keep up, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I just didn't have the desire to, because of said reasons before. I think moving here to Arizona and starting to have a life again, it kind of threw me for a loop, and it made me realize that, like, I couldn't keep up, because that's kind of when everything started to change, I guess. I was talking to Gary about it, and as much as POPco has been amazing, and I want to stress that to you guys enough, I love you guys so much. I owe you everything. You bought this house for us. You are the reason why we have this house today. POPco is the reason why we are in Arizona. POPco is probably the reason why we have Franklin. I don't know where we would have been, what position we would have been in to have a baby if it wasn't for POPco. But as great as it was and how much that it's given us, I also think it kind of took away from our experience of living in Canada, because as much as it gave us monetarily, it took away from us in free time and the ability to explore and immerse ourselves in Calgary. And I think that's why I kind of got into this depression living in Canada, because I just wasn't doing anything and I wasn't seeing anyone except for Gary, and it really got to me. And I think that's why when I moved here and when I was kind of forced to go outside of my comfort zone with Gary not being here, not leaving, but he wasn't here, I think that's when it started to hit me that, like, the life I had in Canada wasn't the life that I wanted here. I just wanted to stress that this definitely wasn't an easy decision for me to make. I have been sitting on this decision probably since the new year, just not really sure what I wanted to do. And with my new job, it's given me the freedom to kind of make that decision and be more honest with myself about it. I feel like over the past few months, I've been working out of desperation rather than working out of love for POPco. because there are bills to pay, and there is debt to pay off, there are hospital bills to pay off, there are credit card bills to pay off, and we haven't been the smartest with our money, but we've been a lot better this year. And I think I've been working out of desperation a lot, and I think that probably shows. I mean, I don't know if I want you to tell me if it shows, because I just don't know if I want you to, but I think it shows. I definitely think this isn't going to be surprising to a lot of people. I just want people to look at their lives objectively, because I feel like if I had done this a few years ago, not that I want my life to be different, but I feel like I probably should have done this a few years ago, if I'm being honest. I should have really looked at it more objectively. Like, taking money out of the equation, I should have looked at it more objectively with my happiness and kind of our life and our day-to-day life. But I just want people to look at their life more objectively. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that this is a bad thing in the slightest. Like, there are so many people that this is amazing for, and there are so many people who run this with spouses, and I do think if I ran this with somebody, it would probably help a little bit. But then again, I don't know, because then it's more stress. That would be like your entire income relies on this. But I just want people to look at their lives more objectively and just really ask yourself if you are happy doing this, because I don't think it's true that entrepreneurship is necessarily freedom. I think, honestly, I feel like it's less freedom. And it's interesting because I don't think I would have thought that. I definitely didn't think that 4 years ago. When I quit my job at Yahoo, I didn't want to go back to a real job again, but here I am. But yeah, I don't necessarily think it is more freedom. I think, yes, you have the ability to go on vacation whenever you want, and go to lunch on a Monday, or go shopping or go to the movies in the middle of the day on a Wednesday, but at the same time, you don't have that freedom of being able to just stop working for a week like I did when I went to New Jersey and I had vacation days from work. I had the ability to stop and take time off because I was still getting paid for it, and I didn't have to worry about it. But regardless if you're getting paid for it or not, if you stop for a few weeks from your business, like, people forget. The algorithm forgets that you exist, and it's hard to pick yourself back up. And I just don't call that freedom. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not throwing shade at anything. This is literally just how I think of it in my life. I guess I just wanted to say thank you for the last 4 years, and I love and appreciate you guys so much. So going forward, I'm not going anywhere. Me. I hope you guys are okay with that. I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, we can support ourselves on my part-time income and Gary's full-time income, so I'm so fortunate with that. And I really just want to throw myself back into hobbies. I'm excited to just be a planner girl again. Like, I was coming into the office last night to work on orders, and I said to Gary, like, I am giddy with excitement to have free time again, because for the past few years Gary's been like at me to like do a hobby, like pick a hobby and just like do something for fun, because he said like every time I would have free time I couldn't take it as just doing something fun. If I was home, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go design, or I'm gonna go do orders, or I'm gonna go do this for the shop. And it was never something for fun. Like, I'm so excited to have free time again, and I'm so excited to pour myself into this YouTube channel and just connect with you guys more without pushing products in your face for me to make and sell to you. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere. As of today, I am changing my Instagram name. I think it's going to be Plans with Chrissy, or Chrissy's Plans. I don't know what it's going to be, but if you follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it linked down below actually what I decide to put it as. So I don't know how often I'm gonna be posting on my planner account, but I'm excited to be a planner girl again. Maybe I could join a few PR teams, I don't know. But yes, I'm excited to throw myself into this YouTube channel with 3 videos a week and just have fun in life again, just have fun. And yeah, so POPco is closing on Saturday. When I get up at whatever time that is. And yeah, I am not gonna have any sort of discount on my products for this week because I'm just not. But I do have some overstock of like old like rings and string stuff and just like misfit stickers and stuff like that that I'm gonna be putting into grab bags for discounted prices, so definitely check them out if you are looking for a deal. But we do still have like our normal normal codes on the website, but also make sure to use your POPfetti points because obviously they are going away. My printable shop is going to stay open. I don't think I'm going to be posting anything new on there, but I know you guys love notes pages and I wanted to kind of keep that for you guys, so my printable shop will stay open. That's easy for me. I mean, it's already done. The work is already done, so I'm going to keep it open for you guys. But yeah, that is POPco Printables on Etsy, but I'm not going to really be promoting it, honestly, because I just need to close that chapter of my life. Thank you all so much for an incredible 4 years with POPco. This feels weird, but I'm so excited for the future. Like, I'm so excited for the future. And just to close this chapter of my life and just to have that weight taken off my chest again, because that's really what it's become and it's not healthy and it's not the point. So yes, I'm excited to take this step for me, do something for me. I don't want to get emotional again, but I'm excited to not work out of desperation again anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna film an office tour because once POPco closes, this is changing completely. I mean, the bookcases are staying here, but the office is changing completely. I'm gonna sell most of my silhouettes. I'm gonna sell one of my printers, and I think we're actually gonna move my like craft area upstairs, and this is gonna like, this room is gonna be totally different. So yeah, I'm gonna film an office tour because I do still want to like remember what my office looked like and stuff when POPco was around. So I'm gonna be filming that. That will go up this week. Thank you all so much for your support over the last 4 years. I love you guys so much. Be sure to subscribe. Click that red button down below. I'm gonna be posting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from here on out, and I'm super excited to bring you guys a ton of content and to show you guys who I am outside of POPco, without POPco. Like I said, I'm so excited. I'm over being emotional. I'm just excited. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a great Monday and you have a great week, and thank you again, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye guys.